Arguing your side, learning the core of a topic, and improving your rhetorical skills sounds like a great way to spend a Monday and Thursday evening. And you can do that at the University of Manitoba Debate Club. Debate Club founder and president, Christy, joins me to explain the best ways to approach your argument, what you can look forward to joining the club, and some ways to overcome your fears of public speaking. Let's get into it.
My name is Christy Abraham, and I am the founder and the president of Debate Club.
So walk me through a little bit about the Debate Club. Why did you want to get it set up? What is it about debate that you're like, yes, let's do this. Let's set up a club. Because it takes a lot of time and effort to start something like this.
It does. So in high school, or I could say more grade 7 and 8, I've done debate for not that long, and I was excited to do it in my new school. But I didn't find it available to me. We've had some debating sessions in classes and whatever, but there wasn't a club. And I really like the competitive aspect, and I feel like debate as a skill enhances your thinking, your critical thinking skills, as well as your speaking and how you present yourself as a person. And I was excited to have debate in university since I didn't have it available in my high school, but to my demise, it was not available. So I was like, okay, let me try to get this started up. And I saw there was a lot of interest before having to actually start it. You need to find at least 10 people. So I went through the process and stuff. I got help doing the constitution and everything, and then I eventually created it.
Yeah, so last year was, write-off isn't the right word, but it was just kind of an easing into things. Really couldn't go at it full force. What did it look like last year? You're setting up the club, you're kind of getting excited. Things were still a little closed with COVID and everything. What does that look like, and what does it look like kind of heading into this year? Or I guess, what are you most excited about?
Well, I'm personally very excited about the tournaments and the competition, the competitive side. It's just really fun to go to places and do debate. But last year, we were just starting off. We'd have trainings or meetings twice a week. I believe Mondays and Fridays, I think I might be wrong on the dates, but I can't.
That's okay. You were training twice a week.
Yes, yeah, twice a week. That's the important part. I wasn't doing the trainings. My social media person would coordinate the meetings because she had a lot of high school debate experience, which I personally didn't. So she would do a fantastic job of coordinating the meetings and scheduling that. We would also have someone externally come in and help aid with the trainings as well.
What does a training session look like? Walk me through.
Okay.
I'm a novice walking in on my first day of debate. What are some things I should be thinking about? What are some of the skills or tools I should be utilizing to help me convey my point in this argument?
Okay, so there's two styles. There's CP, Canadian Parliamentary, and BP, which is British Parliamentary. One of them has 2 teams of 2, and then the other one's 4 teams of 4. And that one, I don't like that one as much because if you get stuck with the backside, you're kind of screwed because all the good points are pretty much taken, and you have to have some elaborate points and to just creatively
you got to do some linguistic gymnastics.
Yes, exactly. So basically we just talk about the skills required, what to do, or how to set up the debate, how to write the motion, and how to break down the motion. Okay. Let's say you take certain words and you have to define the motion, so people can't misinterpret and be oh, but this could have meant this. So if you're the first speaker, you have to break down the motion into what not each word exactly, but the main words, to what they mean. So the other people going after you can't skew it in their own way, if that makes sense.
Misinterpret what you're trying to say.
Yeah. You can't make it super niche, or there's no actual debating going on. It's going to be but what am I supposed to do with that after?
For the debate club, what are some topics that you're really excited to sink your teeth into?
I don't really have a specific niche. Sometimes it's really fun to debate the silly ones, that we should ban violent video games. There's just like such a wide variety of things you could debate. There are some like oh, this house should like have this into like law or like have this into play. Those are like really fun to debate because like you get to see like the perspective of like one side, and even if you're not arguing it from like that one perspective, you'd like try to think of the other points. So it's like you can like prepare to refute it in your like rebuttals and stuff. So it's always fun to see like different perspectives and like point of views regarding like which side you're on. Like,
so there's a real wide variety of topics that you cover, whether it's more serious or ones that feel a little bit more fringe or niche. Yeah, I'd be interested to hear a conversation about, you know, why violent video games could be banned, because like we hear it all the time in the media when like a tragedy happens. So like it's video games, it's movies or other literature that's causing this, when they're completely ignoring like the real issues behind why these sorts of events happen.
I also think it's like even if you ban it, there are always going to be like underground ways to get sort of banned things.
Prohibition, right?
Exactly. It's just like banning it's not really going to do anything. It's just like if something's banned, you're going to like want to get it even more. It's like rare and like prized and sought after. So it's just like you're going to create more demand in no kind of way than like if it wasn't really, you know?
When an authority figure's like, you can't play Call of Duty anymore. Well, of course, more 13-year-olds are going to want to play Call of Duty.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, you can't do this, or like, don't put your hand on the stove. And just like, yeah, I want to put my hand on the stove. It's just like, that kind of like mindset of things.
Okay, let's look at another topic and how you would address it. One that I feel is very prevalent right now is climate change. Yeah, human-caused destruction of the environment, whether that is the rising temperatures or the plastics and other chemicals that we're kind of spreading everywhere. How would you open a debate when you're on the side of like, yes, we need climate action now sort of thing?
I would honestly probably put it to the government as well as big corporations, because as individuals, like, it's not really, I mean, it is up to us. Like, we still make an impact, but
Thank you.
we still do. I need to acknowledge that. But I feel like corporations get a slide, and like big businesses and like companies get a slide with everything, because as long as they're giving like the government money, why would they like, you know, say no? But I feel like if the stress is put into the government as well as these big companies, like big changes can actually happen. Like if the big corporations are taxed more or some sort of fine or whatever is created, then like big changes can actually happen. But that's not how things are currently, so yeah.
That's not the politics of it, right? The conversation about climate change, that's not the one we're having today, but like it is just interesting to try and think about things. And I think that's what the powerful thing of debate can do, is that you get a topic and you really get to the bones of it to figure out, you know, what is this all about? Why do people feel a certain way about this issue? What are some of the policies or changes that we could do, like for climate change, as you mentioned, taxes on corporations, changes in public opinion on the types of energy sources that we use, not these like campaigns to be like, it's on you as an individual consumer to solve the problem. So it's very interesting to see how debate goes. So for the upcoming debate year, how do people sign up? Like, how many people are you looking for, and what will the year look like?
The next year, we already have like our executive team, which is where all of us are very excited to like see what the new year is going to look like. We are planning a lot of like, hopefully a lot of tournaments and like competitions. Hopefully some in like Alberta and Saskatchewan, some that are like pretty close by. I guess a lot of trainings as well. And as how to sign up, you pretty much just like go to the like meeting and like go regularly, because going once or twice won't do too much for you. It's
a skill you have to practice.
Yes, it's just like you just build on what you know, and it may be intimidating for like the first time you go, because it's like, oh, I don't know what to say, like, and then like people just like usually just sit back and watch, but it's like you learn more from actually doing it than watching. Like, yes, you can still pick up some skills by watching, but you need to just like put yourself out there and like speak.
Well, it's a great opportunity, right? And very, like you're mentioning the different skills that you can build on. Not only is it how you present yourself and how you can articulate yourself. Therendu was mentioning that, these sorts of skills are great for applying throughout your life for like a job interview or things like that. You can sell yourself better.
I agree. Like, it also just like helps you present yourself in a better way, because it's like public speaking is like a skill to have for like ever. You're always going there's going to be classes where you need to do group presentations, or even if you're just like talking to people you don't really know. Like, it helps you put yourself out there more than like one would regularly do. Like, if you're really shy and stuff, it's like, okay, I'll just keep to myself. But if you have those like public speaking skills, like, it helps you grow more confident in the way you speak and like the way you present yourself. So that's always a good thing to have. So yeah.
Exactly. And what is it? Something that like people are more afraid of public speaking than death, I think, was the thing. You know what? Let me confirm that glossophobia, or fear of public speaking, is a very common phobia and one is believed to affect up to 75% of the population.
Crazy.
There we go. Interesting. So yeah, a lot of people have a fear of public speaking. So this is a great opportunity to attack that fear. What is it called? Exposure therapy.
Yes. I feel like because of like the fear, because like, oh, this person's gonna judge me. What if I like stumble upon my words, or like, oh, I just look stupid. I feel like, yeah, those are all very like valid feelings to have. Like, I'm personally not that good at public speaking myself. Like, I've got very limited experience compared to some people I know, which is like, it gets very intimidating at times. It's just like, what if I say something stupid? What if I just like pause? It's just, I think like it's just like bound to happen, and that's just all part of like the learning experience. It's like, if you don't do something, how are you gonna know how good at it you're gonna become? Like, you're just never gonna know until you try.
You never know. This might be your secret talent.
Exactly.
You've never had the opportunity to have it bloom and grow. And if we're talking about embarrassing yourself, I just fumbled over a Google search. So like, how embarrassing can...
Yeah, like, I feel like we all do embarrassing things. It's just like, but this thing can actually become something like bigger. So maybe it's worth the embarrassment for a little bit until you get better at it.
Yeah, you never know. Like, they'll come at you, they beat you in the debate, and you're like, well, I might have been embarrassed, but now I learned how to utilize that, or what my weaknesses were in this sort of argument.
Like, you always like analyze each thing you do and like, okay, I did bad here, but I did good here, and this is what I can do to improve for the next time I debate.
So what are you going to school for?
I'm currently in the Faculty of Arts, and I'm hopefully going to join anthropology. I'm not officially in it yet, but I need to take like one class to
Fingers crossed, right?
Yeah, I need to take that one class to get into the field.
Tournaments, what do those look like? What is the structure of a tournament when going out?
So I actually been to one tournament last year all by myself because everybody was very busy. It was in British Columbia, so it was very pretty. It was I think it was a BP. If not, it's like the 4 against 4.
Yeah.
The one I don't like. So yeah, I didn't really enjoy that one that much because I don't like the structure too much of it. But it was a fun time. The topics like were really like had a variety of topics. There was one about like feminism. There was one about like renting, whatever, like that the renting time should be like time capped.
Yeah.
And then there was one about like education and like it was like something about like I can't remember. Something about education. There's just like a variety of topics, and like you get pretty limited time to prep, and it's just like you're on your own.
Yeah, if you don't know it beforehand, you're kind of in a catch-up situation.
And it's just like you got very limited time, and then you just gotta go. I personally like kind of enjoy writing my speeches, which is kind of time-consuming, but I feel like it just helps me like know what to say and
organize your thoughts a little bit.
I also like sometimes just like write topic points on what to say, and it's just like it just gets really messy if you see someone's writing on like their paper and like how they're gonna like, present themselves. But also I feel like POIs is like points of information. It's like when people like ask you questions about what you're saying. I feel like they can be really, really useful, especially if like you're trying to kill time. You can just take those, and it's like it helps with your time because there's like times you need to speak for. You can always go under, but it's not really like preferred. But yeah,
that sounds like a lot of fun. So it's just another thing. Like if people want to travel, they want to go and tackle interesting topics. This club seems like the place to be.
Yes, I would highly recommend people try it out.
Is there anything else that you would like to add about the club? Maybe just about the current members, what it's going to look like in the school year in terms of like involvement and engagement, like what is the time commitment sort of thing?
Like, I don't think that there's like too much time commitment. Like, it's twice a week, but like obviously if you can't make it, that's fine. Like, try to go as many times as you like can, especially like since school is going on. But like the more times you go, I feel like it's gonna help you as a person like grow your skills. So if there's like 1 week you can't make it, and like you could go another week or just whatever works best for you. But like I would recommend people go more than like once or a few times.
Give it a try.
Yeah, like go a few times, and if you don't like it, that's okay. Like,
not everything's for everyone, right?
Exactly. And if there's anything we can like improve on, you can go to me, go to any of my members. We're always open to improvements and suggestions and comments.
Have any stories you'd like us to share or communities we should highlight? Leave a comment on our social media or reach out to us on our website. I'm Ryan Funk. This was U Talk. And have yourself a good one.